What are the difficulty you face after you got married? Financially, life event, health condition, or things that happen that's supposed to draw you back or maybe have caused problem in the marriage or destroy something. How did you navigate to come out of it? Hi, it's Henry again. Many people got married and they face the reality. In fact, everybody, not many people. When you get married, you face the reality. Part of the reality is getting to know each other, getting to understand each other, understand different perspective of each other, different way of reasoning, understand also the battle they come with, the things they've experienced, things of past that is also killing them. That maybe they need to do away with or that is affecting the way they think about you, about each other. Some of them have to do with the life event that happened in the marriage with their parents, in the marriage of their parents, they or siblings or family member, anything or something like that. Now, many people get married. Some one or two life events happen and things draw them back. One or two life events happen, they start having issue. One or two life events happen. Some of them is not even their problem. It might be what happened in the society, might be what happened in the world. My own example is when we got married, we went for honeymoon. In the process of honeymoon, lockdown started. Lockdown started. Uh, when lockdown started, we have to rush back to our country of residence. We came back, coming back, lockdown. Also happened in the country where we are. Work that time, remote working, it wasn't that popular, and many companies have not adapted to it. So many difficulties we encounter when you have to do with finance at that point. But at the same time, God being so kind on being financial aware, we had some savings that actually helped us. But much more than that, in the process, you know, getting to sit down every day with each other and all this stuff. What we did is we channel instead of looking for one fault or the other, how you behave or how you don't behave. We sat down, we start talking about what are the events that happen in our family members' life, family members' marriage, parents, and all this stuff. Experience we had in the past, things that we know that if we don't deal with it, it will affect how we manage it, how we take care of each other in marriage. We wrote down all the names, generation to generation. We start, praying about family battles, things that transfer from parents to parents. If you're not a spiritual person, you might not understand, we prayed about things that affected our family members, things that affected things that's like a norm in the family that is negative. We start dealing with those. We start dealing with, those COVID time was a dealing prayer time for us. I understand. Mind you, newly wedded couples and dealing with finance at the same time, but we learn to manage each other, we learn to manage ourselves, we learn to, you know, be open to each other. Everybody understand what the finance is. That's where we also actually set up the way finance should run in the house, the way it should run. And you're not a man because you're a man in this case. Whatever decision you make, that's what stand. Whatever um whatever you want to do, that's what you do. God being so kind with training and all this stuff that we receive, we try to implement many things with mentorship and other things. We're trying to implement many things, and during that difficult time and life event, instead of we having difficult with each other, instead of we fighting each other, we use it to work out ourselves on how our future will run. From that life event, another life event, coming out from COVID, another life event with war, and then we start in the wartime. We also start dealing with the next 5 years, how it's going to be. We start planning, start restructuring. Okay, you've been in this career. Mind you, even in COVID time, that's also when we work out. Okay, if you're finishing this, you need to do this, you need to do that, and we top up our academic. From BSc, we try both of us try to get masters. From there, war start again. We during the wartime, we try to restructure how the next 5 years will be, what and what we need to do, what are the goals we need to set up, what are the things we need to achieve start ticking the buttons, and what are the top up we need to do in career, what are the things we need to also acquire more, and what are the things we need to do more to help ourselves in career, to help ourselves to make sure that in anywhere we are, we don't get swallowed by river. So whatever be the life event that you encounter, the main thing there is you being able to use it, turn it for your advantage. The advantage is not against one another. Our advantage is how do we navigate? Okay, now this is a problem. This is how we can solve it. Moving forward, this is what we can do. What are the little things you can implement to change something? All right. If finance is your problem, make sure you're open to one another so the other party doesn't demand what is not there, or you don't keep imposing the other person without leaving the primary goal of you supposed to achieve, because you've been secret, you've been keeping yourself secret, keeping your finance secret. Both of you should work things out, be open to one another, set up things. If you look like, okay, we are encountering this, maybe it's a life event, maybe it's a life event that happened in the community, that happened in the country, and is affecting you. Use that time to work out what next future will be. Use that time to work out what the next step of your life will be. If you need more skills, if you need to acquire more skills, use that time to work it out. You're a doctor, you feel like you want to go into specialists, or you want to do masters, use that time to work it out. You're a business person, you want to acquire skills, you know business, but however you don't have handwork, and you want to go to school to acquire handwork. Yes, handwork you can learn it anywhere, but it's Western world where we live, most of your handwork you still go to school to acquire them. You still do training about it. One thing you cannot afford to do is one person being a slave and one person being El Shaddai in the marriage. All right? El Shaddai because you feel like uh your wife should not do this or your husband should not do whatever. It might be both party. That's the truth. It might be both party. But the thing is, push each other until you know that whatsoever be the case, whatever be the case, both of you can handle the family. That if peradventure life event happen to one, the other person is in a position to also be able to handle things. All right. Um, People always feel like they've planned, they know everything, they've planned the futures, they know this is what's going to be happening. So in this case, this person, you don't need to do anything. Something can happen. What we're doing here is to share experience, right? Sharing the experience, you know what worked best for you. But at the same time, one of the thing that help people is when you hear something, you look inward and see, is there anything I can actually change? Is there anything I can actually do? Am I treating my partner this way? Can I change something? If I change something, can it bring positivity in our marriage? So just look inward and see if there's anything our experience can actually help you to restructure in your own marriage, right? Right. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow. See you in the next one.